Some 40 in my right car. Bitches change, they act like I ain't all this. Get that money, nigga, that my man.
In today's video, we'll be making a simple but yet so delicious salmon taco with the aioli.
Hey y'all, hey, I'm back with another video. Before we get started, thank you for clicking here. If you're not already, go ahead and press that like, comment, and subscribe button for me.
And the stuff to make your pico de gallo and aioli sauce. Everything will be listed in the description box below. So first we're going to start off by taking the skin off of the salmon. This is a trick that I learned off of TikTok, and I promise you it's a game changer. Once you start doing this, you will never go back to your old method. What you want to do is cut it at the tail part, lift it up just a little bit with your knife, and as soon as you can get enough grip on the skin, hold that part tight and glide your hand up through the salmon, and it comes up like butter. So when you're all done, the skin should look something like this with little to no salmon left on it. Now what you want to do is start filleting your salmon. It don't matter how big or how little, because when you put them in the shell, it will eventually be crushed up anyways. So just fillet them how you like. Rinse off your salmon and pat them completely dry before putting the season on them. So now we're going to take our house blend ERRYTHANG seasoning and put it on the salmon. This seasoning has no salt added to it, so you can put as much as you want. This seasoning is currently out of stock at the moment, but we will be restocking it in a larger size. So now we're going to go ahead and take our Cajun Choice Creole seasoning and Blacken seasoning. You can use whichever brand you choose to, but be mindful that these seasonings does contain a high % of salt. Now we're going to go ahead and take our Old Bay seasoning. You also want to be mindful with this as well because it is salty. This step is pretty optional. I do like to put Sazon on all of my food because it gives it color and it also enhances the flavor. If you don't like spicy food, you can skip this step. The last two seasonings are pretty self-explanatory and is also everyone's favorite. So you want to go ahead and rub that all in, making sure that every piece is coated with seasoning. It might look like a lot of seasoning, but it's really not. So now I'm just going to go ahead and flip them over and season the back, but this time only using our ERRYTHANG seasoning because I don't want to over salt it. So now we're going to take our truffle oil by sauce and coat the bottom of the skillet with it. You can use whichever oil you have on hand, but I do admit this truffle oil makes a complete difference in the taste. your oil should be hot and ready, so go ahead and lay your salmon down face first in the skillet. After about 5 or 10 minutes, you want to go ahead and flip the salmon over, and at this point your salmon should have a really nice sear on the front side. And it should look something like this. Now we're going to go ahead and get started on our pineapple pico de gallo, and all you want to do is just take all the ingredients up and chop them up to your likings and place them in a bowl. I like to use red onion. You can use whatever onion you have or whatever onion you like. And I also find that cutting the onion up like this makes it easier, so that way when you cut it, it automatically falls into the square shape, and all you have to do is just mince it. Now for the main ingredient, the pineapple. Go ahead and cut the pineapple in dices, removing all the skin first and all the little spots underneath the skin. So go ahead and add your oil in. I'm using truffle oil. My last recipe I used regular olive oil, but the truffle oil really does make a huge difference in whatever you're cooking. You can use regular sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, but I'm using sea salt and truffle mixed in together. I don't know about y'all, but every time I use salt, I gotta sprinkle it like Salt Bae. Now go ahead and add in a little bit of black pepper and some lemon juice. I use lime because that's my business and that's all I had on hand. Now this right here is the game changer. Last recipe I used the Sriracha, but this time around I wanted to use the Ciroc. And you see how I just cheated with the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo? Right now, a little bit more won't hurt. So go ahead and mix it all up, and when you're done, it should look something like this. Now let's go ahead and cook our tortillas. I used it straight on the eye itself, no skillet, no grease, nothing, just like somebody abuela. So y'all, I found this little tortilla holder thingy at the 99 cents store, and it is a lifesaver. It keeps the tortilla fresh. So we're just gonna go ahead and put our cooked tortillas in there and then put the lid on it. Now we're going to go ahead and get started on our aioli. We're going to use mayonnaise. Yeah, I was running out. And then go ahead and put some mustard in there. It does call for honey mustard, but I didn't have any, so I just put honey in it to make it honey mustard. That's my business. Go ahead and add in a squirt of lemon juice. Again, I didn't have none, so I added in lime. Now we're going to go ahead and take some of our Delightfulmealz ERRYTHANG seasoning and add that in there. Go ahead and add in some Sriracha seasoning as well. Some garlic powder and parsley, and give it a good mix. So go ahead and adjust it to the taste of your liking. It was not sweet enough for me, so I went ahead and added in more honey, and it was perfect. And it also changed color, but that's okay. Going to go ahead and start assembling the tacos. Take your taco holder and place the tortilla shells inside of it. So go ahead and place your salmon inside the shells and place it however you like. I did go ahead and crush some of the pieces up because the pieces were too big and the toppings wouldn't be able to fit on it.
So now you want to go ahead and add your aioli sauce to the tacos. Our truffled pineapple pico de gallo. I went ahead and added purple cabbage to it because it gives it more texture to the taco and it also gives it more color. Now we're just gonna go ahead and add on our feta cheese. Our salmon tacos with truffled pineapple pico de gallo on top. When I tell you, when I was eating these salmon tacos, it felt like I should have been on an island somewhere. Like, not even lying. As always, tweak the recipe to make it your own. Thanks for clicking on my video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, press that post notification bell so you can be notified every time a new video is uploaded. See you in the next video. Bye.